Good morning. This is Professor Asif Iqbal Mullah. So in this session we are going to discuss about feedback amplifiers. So before we are going to discuss about the feedback amplifier, we should know what is the feedback network or circuit. The feedback network or a circuit is a network which fed our output signal back to input, right? The output signal may be a voltage or a current. So basically there are two types of feedback network we have: a negative feedback, which we call a degenerative feedback, or a positive feedback, which we call a regenerative feedback. So in case of negative feedback, the applied means the feedback signal from the output is sum with the our applied signal, which is given to the amplifier as a input signal in a positive feedback. So therefore it is a regenerative. Here the input signal here increased by an amount of feedback signal, whereas in the negative feedback the amount of output signal which is fed back to the input is subtracted from our applied signal. So that is we are giving to as a input to the our amplifier. So here amount of the input signal applied to the amplifier is reduced. So we call it is degenerative feedback. So for many application, a negative feedback is a one which giving several advantages. So therefore the negative feedback using many applications. So therefore, so here also we are discussing most about negative feedback only. So here a negative feedback is having several properties. These properties once again we will discuss in details. That is, desensitize the gain, means here the variation in the gain due to the change in the component or a temperature is reduced, right? And reduce the nonlinear distortion. Usually when there is a open loop gain, when there is no gain, open loop amplifier, when there is no feedback circuit in the amplifier, right, which have more non-linear distortion, because output is not linear, not proportional to the input. So here using a feedback we can make output is proportional to the input in linear. So that also we'll see more detail in later. Then reduce the effect of the noise. Here noise means the unwanted signal which is available in the output. So those signal which we does not require, that signal is reduced at the output by using a feedback. That is also we'll see in detail later. Then we have control the input and output resistance. It can raise the input resistance, it can reduce the input resistance as well as the output resistance, right, by using a feedback, right? Then feedback also extend the bandwidth of the amplifier, the range of the signal frequency which is to be amplified properly. That bandwidth is increased by using a feedback, right? So you can see the general feedback structure here. In a general feedback structure, here we have our amplifier, this amplifier, here open loop amplifier, right? For this amplifier, the output of this amplifier given back to the input using a feedback network here, which is having feedback factor beta, right, which decides the how much amount of the output x0 is fed back to the input, right? Here the source, the actually signal which is to be amplified given by the source, which is excess, right? And this excess is not directly going to our amplifier, but here the excess the XF, the feedback signal which is subtracted from the XS, and we will get the result from this subtraction as a Xi. Xi is our input to the amplifier, right? So here you can see amount of the input which is giving to the amplifier is reduced by the XF amount, right? So therefore it is a negative feedback. Here XS, Xi, XF or X0 may be a current signal, it may be a voltage signal. Here general term we are taking as a X, it may be a voltage, it may be a current here. So therefore clearly this structure shows that here our amplifier is having a feedback network where the output of the portion of our amplifier output is given feedback to the input, right? Okay, so since XF is subtracted from the XS to generate the input Xi, so this is negative feedback structure. So here you can see the X0 is right, X0 is equal to A into Xi, where A is the open loop gain, right? So clearly if you see the open loop gain here, the applied for the amplifier A signal is Xi and it will give the output X0. So therefore gain A here is X0 by Xi. X0 by Xi is equal to A. So therefore we can write X0 is equal to A into Xi. Okay. So then we have feedback factor beta, which decides how much amount of X0 is to be fed back to the XF, right? So you can see the feedback factor beta is like a gain of network, gain of feedback network B. Beta is here like a gain of feedback network, right? So here so therefore this beta is equal to the output XF. Output of beta is a XF divided by its input X0. XF by X0. Beta is nothing but XF by X0. So therefore XF is equal to beta into X0, right? And you see the Xi here, which is generated by subtracting Xi, XS minus XF, right? So therefore Xi is equal to XS minus XF, right? So see the students, dear students, you concentrate the points which I explaining here. Those are the important points. Those only you have to note it, right, as your notes. No, don't take all the things which is given in this file, right? So very important points you have to note it and make the notes for you, right? And you concentrate to my class, right? I am not reading each and everything here, only I am explaining very important points. Those important points are, you have to note it, right? Okay, so we'll continue here. You can see, right? For example, see, these are the things you don't take as your notes, right? You just take this formula, then you directly go to this formula. So here the gain of the feedback amplifier can be obtained. To get the total gain here, see, the A is the gain for only this amplifier. The total gain of this whole network is that is X0 divided by applied input XS. So here applied input to the whole network is XS and you are getting at the load is X0 by XS. So therefore AF is the total feedback amplifier gain, which is equal to X0 by XS, right? So to get this, we are getting using equation 10.1 and 10.3. 10.3 is 10.1. So we will find out this equation for AF, which is we'll see in the digital board here, right? So in the digital board, you see X0 is XS minus XF, right? So that if you rewrite this equation, so we can write XS is equal to XI plus XF and X0 is equal to A into XI. You already got this equation from 10.1, right? Okay. So further you see here AF is X0 by XS So since you got here, you can see here, right, x naught is axi, right, and xs is xi plus xf, right. We are replacing the xf as a beta x naught here. You see, we are replacing this as a beta x naught, and x naught we are replacing as a axi, which is there in the equation 10.1, right. So here, so further x naught you can write, see x naught, further you can write axi, right, like here you written axi. This xi take common, xi get cancel, so you will get af as a divided by 1 plus beta a, right. So that is af, right. Further, in for many application or many circuit, the a into beta is greater than 1. If a into beta is greater than 1, this a is neglected. If you neglect this a, right, this equation become af equal to become a divided by a beta. A get cancelled, hence af is equal to 1, approximately equal to 1 by beta. Then further, if you go to calculate the value of xf, so xf is given here, right. Xf is equal to beta into x naught, where x naught here using this equation, what is the x naught? X naught is, if you take xs this side, it will become the formula for x naught equal to a into xs divided by 1 plus a beta. This you are equating here, right. So therefore xf become beta into a into xs divided by 1 plus a beta, right. This is xf. Similarly, right, to get the value for xi, right, to get the, so one more thing you can take look here, right. If a beta is greater than 1, right, this 1 is neglected and this get cancelled. So xf is always approximately equal to xi. Xf is approximately equal to xi, right, little less than xi, approximately equal to xs. Xf is approximately equal to xs, but xf is little less than xs, right. So therefore the amount of xi is very small. Okay, so so further, to get the value of xi here, you see this formula, right, the formula 1, right. From this equation, xi is x naught by a, right. From this equation clearly xi is x naught by a. Then you replace the value of x naught. What is the value of x naught? Value of x naught from this equation is a into xs divided by 1 plus a beta. Understood, right. So the a is get cancelled, right. Then you will get xi is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus a beta into xs, right. That is how this is, we can see little in the digital board, right. Here, okay, so what it is given, so here xi is equal to x naught by a, right. If you replace x naught here, a xs divided by 1 plus, right, 1 plus beta into a, right. Okay, so this you replace x naught whole divided by a, x naught is this whole divided by a, then a get cancelled, right. So here you can get xi as 1 divided by 1 plus beta a into xs, right. So that is there in this xi. Okay, so we'll continue this session with one example and with the properties of a negative feedback in a next session. Till then, take care, bye.